Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial on this channel. I'm Simon Namde, a data analyst. In today's video, I will be diving into one of the most powerful features of Excel, which is Excel formulas. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced data analyst, mastering Excel formulas is essential and crucial, and it's actually for efficient data analysis and manipulation. If you're a new subscriber hitting my channel, you're highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, you are the best. I welcome you also. Keep learning. I will be walking you through basic Excel formulas that every data analyst should know, from basic arithmetic functions to more advanced statistical and logical operations. Those formulas will help you automate calculations, analyze complex data sets, and make more informed decisions with ease. An Excel formula is an expression or even equations that performs calculations or operations on data within Excel. We have key components of Excel formulas. For you to achieve all this, you have to follow the guidelines of writing Excel formulas. It starts with the equal sign. Any formula you want to write in an Excel has to start with an equal sign. Example of that: equals, then A1 plus B1. It's an expression. So after the equal sign, you have there's what we call cell reference. Cell reference is you can use the values in other cells by referring to their addresses, because you are calculating values from other cells into the new place you just highlighted. Then we have the operators. If you are doing the addition, multiplications, divisions, and the rest of them, use the operators. Excel understands the operators very well. So we have the functions or arguments like sum, average, if, len, round, and the rest of them. We have thousands of them, but we are going to touch and discuss about just the basic ones that are very, very essential in our analysis. We have the parentheses. The parenthesis is very, very important in expressions too. After Q, the equal sign, and then the function or the argument, the next thing that follows is the parenthesis, the opening parenthesis. Any expression is done within the parenthesis. So if you are ready to enhance your Excel skills and boost your productivity, just stick around and let's explore how these formulas can take your data analytics to the next level. I would suggest you hold on while I open my screen and let's navigate to see what we have on the screen. Okay, we are ready on our Excel environment and we are here to talk about the formulas in Excel. And I had already briefed us in the introductory aspect of this class about the importance of knowing the Excel formulas. We are starting with the first in the list. All these formulas that I'm going to show you, they are really, really very important, and they are the most important formulas in this data analytics. So that is why I want to make them available to you. We have so many of them, thousands of formulas, but we are going to pick the most essential ones that we will see in our daily activities. So the first now is the sum. You can see the data set. It's our usual data set with the employee ID, the first name, the last name, department, salary, start date, age, state of origin, gender, and marital status. This is where we are going to focus our attention. I will start by typing the sum because it's the first thing we are going to do. We are going to sum the numeric values we have here, the likes of the salary, the start date, the age. They are all numeric values or columns we have here. We have our formula for calculating sum. For your calculation to be effective, we start our calculation with equal sign here, and then the next thing is your argument. We are talking of sum here, so you repeat it and then open your parentheses, or you can see I started with the equal sign, argument, and the open parentheses. Meanwhile, that's the cell I want the result to be. So you have to select the cell you want the result to be, and then start with the equal sign, then the argument, then you open a parenthesis or bracket. Then if you check down, if you look down here, you will see that they are telling us that whatever we are calculating must be a number and range of numbers. So we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. It continues. In range of salary, you select everything there from top to bottom and you close your bracket. As I have selected this, you can see that the cell's reference, the cell number E of 2, and we have our column E22. We have to close our parenthesis and then hit enter key. As you can see, the result is for looking at us. You can still do it manually by saying equals sum. You type it on your own, E2 column E22. So you close your bracket and hit enter. So it will still give you the figure we have up there. So that is how we calculate the sum. So the next one we are going to calculate is the average. I'll go to the next column and type average. Average is basically the mean of a range of numbers, and it's useful for determining the average value in a data set, which is helpful for understanding central tendencies in data. And we have formula for calculating the average. Any calculation you are making, remember it must start with equal sign and then you type your argument. Parenthesis has opened, so what do? We now start from the to here we want it to stop and then close the parenthesis. So you can see this is the average of these whole numbers we have here, but 8,952.38. So that's the average of these numbers we have here. You can still give average of this start date. Let's see what we average. So average of this here, give us the average. So you close the parenthesis. The average there is 7th 10 2018. So the next in our list is the count. It is used to count the number of cells that contains numbers. So you don't count empty cells. Let's assume here is empty. If it's counting, it will not count it. Let's count this data set. So you now do the normal what we used to know. So the value, we have value 1, value 2. So we are counting here. So total numbers we have there, they are 21 in number. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, you count it down. Probably maybe you have thousands of rows of numbers. It doesn't make any meaning. What you do is just do your count formula. You will know the number of rows you have. There's another function we call COUNTIF. Count cells based on a specific condition. So we are doing our COUNTIF and use your arrow key to get that. So I'm counting from here. This is the range, and the next thing I will now do is just my comma and then give the condition. Count numbers greater than 45,000. So you say we have 20 of them. 45,000 is excluded and it appears just once here. So if you want us to include that, it goes okay. It's okay. Count numbers greater than and equals 45,000. So we now have our total numbers. We now have our 21. The next one is the if statement. If statement is actually conditional statement. It performs a local logical test and returns one value if true or false. So what do? We say equals this. If these my numbers here greater than 45,000, we say they are old staff, else they are young staff, and to close the parentheses, let's use 50,000. So we have some old and young staff. The next one we are going to talk about is the left argument. We use it to extract a specified number of characters from the left side of a string. Like we have this department. Let's assume I want to extract INF. With the help of left argument, I can be able to do that. Pause left. I'm taking department about 4 string. Let me type 4 and then I close my parentheses. So you can see info, HUMA, mark, final, upper cell, mark. So for information technology, we have, it has just truncated it and it has cut 4 out of this. If you want to calculate the right two, okay, let's use this first name. So let's cut 3 string from each character. For the Namde, we have MDI from the right. Okay, the next one is the len function. It's actually length of number. It returns the number of character in a text string. Like we have this married, single, married, married. So for this married, now it will calculate the number of characters we have in this text. So that's how it works, and it's useful for counting the length of text, such as for data validation or text cleaning. If you want to use it, that is how you type, and then it's the text you are going to bring in. Let's use the marital status and we close our parentheses. So it has counted the numbers of this particular test. For married, we have total number of 7 characters. For single, 6 characters, and it continues. The next one is concatenate. In programming, when you hear concatenate, that means you're talking of joining 2 string. We want to concatenate the first name with the last name. So we write concatenate, then you bring the first name and then comma, and then make sure there is space in between, comma again, then the last, then you close your parenthesis. Just watch the argument person concatenate. We are concatenating this cell here with this, so we now have the full name together. That's Simon Okoro, and make sure there's space in between. If not, it will join the two together. So you can do autofill to have other ones come on board. So you can use it to create an email for everybody. If you want to do that, you go to this place and then maybe add anything you add here is going to be used with the 2 tests. So we hit enter key, so we have Namdi Atokoro. So you're bringing the 2 together, Namdi Atokoro. We can still do autofill for other ones to come on board. The next one is trim. So we use trim to remove all spaces from a text string except for single space between words. We use it to cleanse up data by eliminating unnecessary spaces. So like here now, we may have something like this. Maybe while typing it, you didn't know that you added space. So if you are carrying out any calculation or any analysis, sometimes it doesn't work out. So until you trim it. Now I want to trim this column now. Honestly, trimming is quite important. Even the space can come before the text or come after the text. Like you add this, so you have added a space, though it's not obvious here. This one is obvious, but this one is not obvious. But meanwhile, we have spaces there. We now do our trim. We are trimming that column. We are trimming here now. So you see what's going to happen. So we trim that. Can you imagine now the space you have here, it's no more here. So here is no more here. So it has corrected that. The next one is now. Now it's used to calculate the current time and date, equals, and then type now, close the parentheses. It will give us the current date and time of this minute I am now. This is 10th 21 2024. So this is 3:27, and if you check our time where we are, this is 3:27. So it helps us to know the current date and time of the day. The next one is the rank. The rank returns the rank of a number within a data set. Now we have the highest number here, I think, is 55. This is 55. Then the least should be 45. So the second to the highest should be 54. I think I saw 54 somewhere. Yeah, this is it. So this one rank number 1, this one rank number 2, 53 rank number 3. So for you to know the numbers, how they are being ranked, we use the rank argument. You say rank. We want to use the salary, so we want to know about E3 among this data range we have. So that E3 rank 4 in the list. So this is E3. So this is it. That's 52,000 rank 4 in this list. So the next one is the median. For the median, we said median returns the median of the given numbers. It's useful for finding the middle values in a data set, especially for skewed data. So we have our formula as median, and then we give the range of numbers we are looking for. So for this salary now, we want to find the median of that number, though I haven't sorted it. The median there is 48,000. That is the middle number here. If you count from here to up is 10. Count from here. Remember, we have total of 21 rows. 10 up, 10 down. So this is the one remaining, which is the 48. Therefore, the mode, the most occurring number, and we know mode is the most frequently occurring number in a data set. So for us to find the mode of this data set, we have to indicate the range of data. We still use our salary. The mode there is still 48, the highest frequently occurring number. So that is it. Look at 48 here, look at 48 here, look at 48 here, look at 48 here. It appeared about 3 places, and that ones, they are not up to that. So is the most occurring number in the list. So after the mode, we talk about the large. We have the large, and we use large to return largest value in a data set. It's handy for identifying the top value in a data set. The formula is like this. This is the formula, and the array of number. Let's see, use this or better still, let's use age. You now indicate the kth value, the kth largest value. So we want to know the second to the largest value. So we type 2. If you want to know third, you type 3. If you want to know, as the case may be, is fourth here. So means there is a largest. 75 is the largest, then followed by 40. So second to the largest value. So the same thing is applicable to small, and we use the array of number. We are using the age. So we want to know the kth value. So the second to the small, let's use 2, and they are telling us that it's 28. 28 is the second to the smallest here. So for another one, the percentile. So it's when we are doing real statistics calculation. Percentile, and you want to know the 25, 50, 75 percentile. We know that it returns the kth percentile of value in a range. There is a range of numbers, and it helps in statistical analysis by identifying specific percentiles. So we want to calculate the 75 percentile of this number now. 75 percentile of the range of number we have is, let's use as salary. Then we want to calculate the 75 percentile. So what we'll do is put a comma and 0.75. That is 75%. So for that, we have 50,000 is the 75 percentile of this column, these values here. So it's 50,000. We have the quartile. We still use our salary range to calculate the quartile, and we want to know the third quartile is 50,000 naira. The next one is the round. You want to round up, you want to round down. So the formula is round, and you want to round. Let's assume this salary now. Let me round it to 2 decimal places. So remember, we have about 4 decimal places. So I am rounding it with 2 decimal places. So instead of giving us the exact amount we have here, so it is just rounded up to 2 decimal places, but we have 4 here. So that is the sense of that. So that is all about the Excel formulas we have. We have thousands of Excel formulas, but these are the basic ones, and we are using in the analysis. We will see as time goes on. So if you have any question or any other formula you want me to treat or to discuss or to show you, just let me know in the comment section so that I'll be able to make the video and then show us. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and while you subscribe, please turn on the notification bell so that you'll be able to know when I had uploaded a new video, or maybe I'm live. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate.